everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I have a brand new coloring book that was just released in the US a couple days ago. I believe it was released on January 23rd and is now available on Amazon. This is Hannah KARLZON's Tales from Atlantis. I was so excited about this one, and I'm very excited to do a flip through of this coloring book today. I will have a link for this coloring book down in the description box if you are interested in getting a copy for yourself. The cover of this coloring book is absolutely beautiful. It is kind of a muted grayish green, at least that's what I'm seeing. And then it has this gorgeous silver embossing across the whole book. It's really, really beautiful. Here is her coloring book, Tales from the Forest Kingdom. And I just wanted to show you a comparison, but this book is the same size as her most recent released coloring books. Here is one of her older releases. This is Daydreams. This is one of the first coloring books that she released, but I'll show you the difference in her older ones in case you're someone that does have one of her older books and you're curious to see the difference in the size of her older books compared to her newer books. They are quite a bit bigger. I have to sort of hold this up so you could see. Daydreams is a much thicker coloring book, as you can see from the spine. And then if I lay it down here and lay this book on the top, you can see that this book has about an inch out here, and it is just a tad bit taller. So let's go ahead and open it up so we could take a look inside. The first flap is just going to be a black page, and then the inside cover is going to say Tales from Atlantis by Hannah KARLZON. It's got a cute little crab here for you to color, and the publisher, as always, is Gibbs Smith. So this is the inside cover page. It's just going to have all of the copyright information and the release dates of the different coloring books, the US and the Swedish edition, and then the English edition. And then it has the publisher and their address and all of their information in case you need to contact them. And then here we have our This Book Belongs To page. Of course, you can put your name there if you wanted to. You can color it, do a really nice background. So as far as the paper, I feel like the paper is the same as the previous books. This is Daydreams, and the paper is a bit on the smoother side. It has a very little bit of tooth. I really like the paper in these coloring books though, and they work beautifully with my Prismacolors and lots of the budget sets. But I feel like this book has quite a bit of the same in it from what you usually see from Hannah KARLZON, but it also has some very different images thrown in, like a lot of tropical scenes. Of course, the title of the book is Atlantis, and then you saw the beautiful silver embossed tropical scene on the front. So you're going to have some tropical scenes in the book, just like this one. This is a double page spread. The pages are all double-sided. If you're using something like alcohol markers, it most likely will bleed through to the other side, but if you put a piece of paper here, it's not going to bleed through all the way to this page as well. If you want to use another medium in this coloring book and you want to use something like markers, I would suggest using a water-based marker like the Tombows, for instance. I also love using my Inktense pencils in this book. I absolutely love my Inktense in this book. They work beautifully. But there are some really beautiful images in here. Oh, I absolutely love this one. Are those jellyfish? I think those are jellyfish. That is so beautiful. This would be a super fun color, and you've got lots of little background space to really make the jellyfish stand out. And then here you're going to see a lot of the typical Hannah KARLZON portraits if you're familiar with Hannah KARLZON. Her portrait pages are really, really unique. She's one of those that you can look at and know instantly that is Hannah KARLZON's artwork. And I love when coloring book artists or any artist are really unique like that. Here's another tropical one. We've got a gorgeous shell here with some flowers coming out of it and a couple cute little fish. Here we have a portrait along with some crabs. The images in here are really beautiful. And I love that some of them are a little bit different than what you would typically see in a Hannah KARLZON book. Oh my gosh. This book has mermaids. Oh, wow. So this is just a double page spread of mermaids. Oh my gosh, I just absolutely love this one. This will definitely be the first one that I color. If you've been watching my channel for quite some time, y'all know that I am a little bit obsessed with mermaids. I love anything mermaids. Now, Hannah KARLZON does have a Facebook page that you can follow to get all updated information on what's going on, new coloring book releases and all of that. And I was just on there and I did notice that she said she has a Dutch version of this coloring book also releasing, and that will be available in February. This one is super pretty too. I love that. And I love her addition of the little stars and the circles on some of her images. That's usually when I get out my glitter or my Posca pens or my Ohuhu glitter pens. I love using those in these books. Anytime I'm doing something in a Hannah KARLZON book, I usually try to make it look really whimsical. I guess that's the right word. Whimsical, magical. But I absolutely love these coloring books. But the paper is thick enough to where you can use several mediums in here. I have used several different mediums in the Hannah KARLZON books. I actually have some videos showing you all the different mediums. I did one very mixed media page where I used acrylic paint and all kinds of things. I will link that video in the upper right hand corner so that you could go check it out. But this is the one book that I always bring out all kinds of other art supplies, and I don't ever just stick to my colored pencils. Oh, I love this one. This one's really beautiful. So this book does have 64 pages, so you've got plenty to color. And if you're somebody like me that wants to use other mediums in this coloring book, I would suggest probably getting a second copy. I do have 2 copies of most all of my Hannah KARLZON books, and Magical Dawn, which is one of my favorites, I actually have to order a second copy of that one. I think that's probably the book that I use the absolute most and one of my absolute favorites from her. But the images in here are absolutely gorgeous. You can see that you're going to get lots of tropical themes kind of thrown in with what you would normally get from Hannah KARLZON, like her gorgeous, very unique portraits. And on this one, we've got lots of gemstones. That's very Hannah KARLZON-like. Here we've got a page with lots of fish. This one would be super fun to use lots of different mediums on. Grab your markers, your glitter pens, acrylic paint. I've got lots of different colors in acrylic paint, and I love getting a skinny little tiny brush and doing things like all the little details, like the little dots you see on all these little fish. These would be super fun to color all different colors, or use a color palette in, say, maybe Sarah Renee Clark's color catalog, or if you have her color cubes, choose a color palette and then choose your colors for this page and kind of alternate all of the colors on all of the different fish. That would be super fun. Oh my gosh, this one is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and then the frog. I love her frogs. I really love this one, and that looks like it would be a super quick color. And again, you can get out your gold markers or your gold acrylic paint. It's got these little stars here that you can color over. You can make little details with all the little dots on the back of the frog. Over here on this one, she has a gorgeous shell necklace on. You can make this look like a pearl. I have some iridescent acrylic paint that I absolutely love that I use for things like that. And then we are on the very last page, and we just have a floating bottle with a note on it. That is super cute. What a quick color. Again, grab all your different fun coloring supplies and get this one done. Make a really gorgeous background. And then we have the black page on the back, and this is the back cover. It says, beneath the mirror-like surface of the water lies a slumbering hidden city waiting to be brought back to life. Go on an adventure to the bottom of the sea. Discover ruins, corals, seahorses, and treasures in the company of imaginative fish and mermaids. I'm just so excited that there's mermaids in this book, y'all. Welcome down to a realm where time has stood still. Welcome to Atlantis. Hannah KARLZON is one of Sweden's most popular coloring book creators. She specializes in detailed India ink drawings and finds inspiration from her hometown of Umeå. I'm not sure I am pronouncing that correctly. Tales from Atlantis is the 5th coloring book from the Tales From series, other titles in the series: Tales from the Midnight Masquerade, Tales from the Forest Kingdom, Tales from the Witch's Cottage, and Tales from the City Among the Stars continue to capture the imagination of artists worldwide. So maybe that is why these are all a little bit thinner and smaller and the same size. Maybe this is all part of just a series she's currently doing. I don't know if she'll go back to doing the older style coloring books or not, but I absolutely love these. I'm actually working on one right now from Tales of the Witch's Cottage and having a lot of fun with it. But that was Tales from Atlantis by Hannah KARLZON. It's an absolutely beautiful coloring book. If you're interested in picking up this gorgeous coloring book for yourself, I will have a link down in the description box below. I hope that you enjoyed the flip through of this coloring book, and I will see you in the next video. Happy coloring. Bye.